My health was an absolute nightmare and could have ended my diving career. How did I drop 36 pounds in 6 months? And what is my next course of action? Let's dive in and find out. Welcome back to Tampa Bay Diving. My name is Blake and I'm a professional recreational scuba diving instructor and digital content creator. If you're new to the channel, consider diving down, hitting that subscribe button and the dive bell because I make these videos with the sole purpose of helping you improve your dives. Overall, health and fitness is overlooked by the majority of society, and I'm no exception to the rule. Over the last couple of years, I had really let myself go and ended up scouring the internet looking for the best options to get healthier and back in shape. Like most people, I got on YouTube. After all, people get on there to learn about tips and tricks for scuba diving, which is a much smaller market than health and fitness. So I figured there had to be at least one good resource, and boy guys did I hit the jackpot. Let's start with a backstory. So what led me to turn things around? Well, I go for a physical every year with my primary doctor. I get blood work done and an examination every year. And this year he looked me dead in the eyes and said that I had to lose weight now and I couldn't put it off any longer. I asked him if it was really that bad, and he said that he wanted this to be the last time he had to have this conversation with me and not after I suffered a heart attack. Now, what led him to say this was my family history of heart-related problems. I mean, I have a relative who has more stents than he has appendages, and he didn't want that for my future. That, and in my blood work, my LDL levels were through the roof. I knew he wasn't just throwing me some line of BS, primarily because my physician is also a client and an avid scuba diver. He knows me inside and out of his office and really cares about my well-being. And that's probably a good tip for everyone, to find a primary care provider who can be your dive buddy. If you all dive long enough, eventually you'll see a diver take off their wetsuit and have one of those zipper scars that runs down the center of their chest. That's usually an indication that that person has had open heart surgery. It doesn't always mean that you'll never dive again, but I didn't want to take that risk. This is, after all, how I make a living. So I'm going to show you guys what I look like at 221 pounds at the start of this journey. Here I am in April of 2024, just 1 month after I had this heart-to-heart with my doctor. As you can see, I was obese and severely out of shape. I mean, I look like a bunch of chewed up bubblegum. So I had hit that wall where I had had enough and wanted to make a change. And I truly believe that everyone has to hit that wall before they finally say they've had enough and want something different. And I'm going through YouTube looking at all these health and fitness options, from surgery to medicines like Ozempic to all these fad diets and workouts such as paleo, low carb, high cardio, etc. But I stumbled across this channel called Renaissance Periodization. This group offers common sense tips and advice to get back in shape using nutrition and workout through hypertrophy training. The essential philosophy is taking each phase in sustainable steps and increments. Now, what does all this mean? Well, let's take a look at their Diet Coach app first. The RP Diet app allows users to form a diet with a caloric deficit by tracking macronutrients. You set up either a cut, maintenance, or bulk diet based on your goals. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to lose weight, so I started off with a 12-week cut where I would plan meals based around my schedule that would put me at about a 250 calorie deficit per day, which equaled to 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds lost per week. I would follow this diet for 12 weeks and then go into an 8-week maintenance phase. In the maintenance phase, I would eat enough calories to maintain my current weight to kind of give my body a break from diet fatigue, as well as help me heal and recover from the strain I would put myself through my workouts. Now, this approach is about sustainability, and I believe that it's very important to follow at a moderate pace where you see results but aren't overly hungry at the same time. I'm sure we've all seen stories of where someone loses a bunch of weight in a short amount of time and then later regains it back. That's not my goal. My goal is a complete lifestyle change that would allow me to be around for a long time with as little health complications as possible. So why do I love this app? Because it takes all of the guesswork out of dieting and makes it as easy as possible. And let me show you what I mean. So I plan all of my meals for a week in one sitting and do so by adding foods that will meet my macro goals. It took a couple of tries to figure out a balance that would allow me to hit my macros but also be enough food to keep me full until time for my next meal. So up here at the top, you can see that I've got all my daily macro totals, and they're broken down into 4 meals based on my work schedule and workout time. Basically, I'm eating 4 meals with 4 to 4.5 hours in between. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that I'm eating the same food for most of my meals. For some, that might get a little old and redundant, and it does for me too. What I do is for a couple of weeks, I'll eat the same carbs, fats, and proteins, but I'll switch it up a couple of weeks later. The reason I do this is because I'm bulk prepping my meals for the week and putting them in Tupperware containers. Why? Because dieting sucks. All of your friends and family are out eating and enjoying all these delicious foods and beverages. They're going out socializing with drinks, wings, burgers, pizza, all the stuff that tastes so good. So in order to stay on track, I try to make this as easy on myself as possible. If my meals are already prepped, then that takes out the pain of cooking each and every meal. When it comes time to eat and I'm hungry, all I have to do is pop it in the microwave for 3 minutes, boom, meal, fork, eat, and I'm good to go. Again, make it as easy on yourself, and each person finds multiple ways to do that, but almost everyone agrees on bulk meal prep. Now, I love tasty food as well, and I'm lucky that I love hot sauce. Whether it's Cholula or Sriracha, which has 0 calories, I put it on my food and I'm a happy camper. Sometimes I'll put it all in a pan with some 0-calorie non-stick spray and low-sodium soy sauce and make myself a little stir-fry. But this app has a complete list of foods, meals from restaurants, and even certain already made products that you would find at, say, Costco. So you can really input any food you would like to make sure that it fits your macros, and if it's not in there, you can scan the product to request it be added. While you're waiting, you can simply input the information from the nutrition label to use it in your next meal. You check in at each meal and weigh in throughout the week. I weigh in on Mondays and Fridays as soon as I wake up in the morning. These tasks tell the algorithm your progress so it can advise you to make adjustments for the next week. Basically, if you're not losing enough weight to meet your goal, it can advise you to lower your calories for the week, and it does all the calculations for you. All you have to do is put the food in. Vice versa, if you're maybe losing too fast, then it can suggest you increase your macros for the next week. So the app does all the math for you. All you have to do is input what you're eating and weigh in. To help out with this, I found scales for my food and my weight on Amazon for relatively cheaps, and I'll put links down in the description if you want to check those out. Now, diet and nutrition is the biggest factor in any weight loss formula. Workout routines complete the equation, but you can't outwork a bad diet. If you're enjoying this video and want a heads up on more tips and tricks to improve your dives, then dive down, hit that subscribe button, ring that dive bell, and share this video with all your friends to support the channel and help us grow. It doesn't cost you a thing and it means the world to us. Now the next part of this is the RP Hypertrophy App. This is a web-based application designed to help you get the most out of your workouts. It focuses on completing them in mesocycles, which you can choose the time span. Now, they have preset cycles designed for you to choose from, or you can customize one on your own. These work in the same incremental methods that the diet app does, but instead are focused on RIR, or reps in reserve. Once you have established your base weight to begin using, it will provide you with guidance on either increasing or decreasing your sets, weights, and reps based on your feedback that you give the app. It also has video tutorials on how to do each exercise with an emphasis on form and technique. Their proprietary algorithm makes these determinations by asking before sets how you recovered from soreness from the last workout and how you felt about the pump, overall feeling, and any joint pain during your current lift. Let me show you how it works. So my first exercise for this day is a barbell bent over row, a back exercise. I have a weight of 120 pounds for 11 reps. So I'll put in that I did those reps at that weight, and then it will ask me how I recovered from my last back workout. Now, I didn't get sore, so this feedback might cause it to increase reps or weight for the next one. Then I'll just complete the next 2 sets, and you can see it ask if I experience any joint pain, which I did not, so I'll expect an increase in weight next time. It does this for each exercise you complete throughout the mesocycle. Now, I'm doing a 5-week mesocycle, and I'm currently beginning week 3. As you can see, week 1 had 3 RIR, week 2 had 2, and it goes down until I'm training to failure on the 4th week, and the 5th week is my deload. Here I'll lift, but it will be in smaller sets with less weight to give my muscles and joints a break and time to heal, which is a good thing before I go on to start another cycle. The algorithm, in my opinion, helps to make the process easier and produce better results in performance and look. I'm not a physical training expert, I'm just a humble dive instructor, but I'm relying on the professionals for their advice. Now, I got both of the apps to try out, so you don't have to, for a yearly subscription for about $200. Considering all the things they do and the results I've obtained, it's well worth the money to me. I'd spend way more if I were to go to a nutritionist for a meal plan and a fitness coach for workouts. But does this program work? Well, you be the judge. Here are progress pics of me from day 1 till about a couple of weeks ago. I started off wearing a 2XL shirt and 38 waist. Now I'm wearing a large shirt and size 33 in the waist. I definitely feel a lot better and more confident. This isn't a sponsored video and no money changed hands. As a matter of fact, RP doesn't even know I'm making this video. I just wanted to share my experience in case any other divers wanted to make a change. It worked for me and it's changed my mindset completely. I'm currently in my 2nd maintenance phase and will begin another cut after the new year. Now, I'm not trying to become a bodybuilder, just a more healthier dive instructor. And again, I wanted to share this in case anybody had any weight loss goals coming up for the new year. The changes have alleviated a lot of pain and discomfort I would experience with carrying heavy dive gear in and out of the water and to the dive site. The downside would be me not only having to buy new clothes, but new wetsuits. I guess it's probably a good thing that the majority of what I wear are board shorts and t-shirts. If you'd like to join me on this healthier lifestyle journey, then I'll leave a link down below to RP's website as well as their YouTube channel. Check it out. Dr. Mike is hilarious and he provides a wealth of knowledge. Again, this is not an affiliation. I'm making no money off of this. I just want you all to be aware in case you were thinking about making changes and enjoy a long lifetime of amazing dives and maybe some of those as my dive buddy. If you found this information helpful and enjoyed the video, then dive down, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and ring that dive bell. And let me know down in the comments if you've had your own journey and how it's going, or if you're planning on one for the new year. Just over here, YouTube thinks you're really gonna love this video, so check it out, watch it, and help us continue to grow the channel. I'll be back next week with another video, but until then, plan your dive and dive your plan.